Hello everyone, this is Chuck G with another weekly update for Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. Okay, today I wanted to talk to you about monetary policy, about coin issuance, and a little bit, philosophy about what is money, if cryptocurrency can be considered money, and some of the thoughts and what some of the developers in Ethereum think about Ethereum as money currently. And for those of you that don't know, I'm the marketing manager for Ethereum Classic. Okay, I also manage the Twitter account for Ethereum Classic. We have we have almost 35,000 followers now. Thank you very much for everyone following on Twitter at eth_classic. Please follow if you haven't for the latest updates on Ethereum Classic as well as the Ethereum community. We've had a great week this week in terms of price. Ethereum Classics has jumped up in the last month from around $2 to $6.50 currently. And Bitcoin is currently at $1,500, which is pretty amazing. So about monetary policy, for those of you that don't know, okay, Ethereum Classic is changing its monetary policy. Currently, the developers are running tests on the code to implement on a private blockchain, which is a copy of Ethereum Classic, to see if there's any problems with the code, any bugs with the code with Ethereum Classic. And currently, the proposal is called ECIP 17. Let's see, ECIP 1017. Sorry, ECIP 1017. For those of you that don't know, what ECIP means is Ethereum Classic Improvement Proposal. Okay, for Ethereum, it's simply EIP, Ethereum Improvement Proposal. Okay, and currently, if both Ethereum and Ethereum Classic, they started at the same time, right? Both of them started with a pre-mine. A pre-mine is basically, they're just gonna pick a number and that's what we're gonna start out. Ethereum started at roughly 72 million coin issuance. Okay, and this happened on July 30th, 2015. Okay, basically what happened was Ethereum had an ICO, an initial coin offering. Everyone who invested some Bitcoin got, a proportional amount of Ethereum, and that's how Ethereum got started. Okay, currently there is a coin issuance rate in Ethereum of 5 Ethereum Classic per block. Every block happens approximately every 14 to 15 seconds in both Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. Okay. For those of you that are interested, currently Ethereum and Ethereum Classic have no limit. There is no hard cap. For example, Bitcoin has a hard cap, has a limit of 21 million Bitcoins. This is what makes Bitcoin so appealing for those hard money advocates, for some of the people that first got into Bitcoin, for people who are into sound money. What made Bitcoin most appealing is its hard cap, and that it is very deflationary in the sense that prices, anything that you buy in Bitcoin, as time goes by, it takes less and less Bitcoin to buy something, right? Whereas the US dollar is inflationary. Okay. A lot of people like to conflate terms in cryptocurrencies. They like to say, currently Ethereum has an inflation rate of, 37%. okay, or 13%. What they're really talking about is coin issuance rate or money supply growth rate. Because what most people think of as inflation, what most people in economics think of inflation is, I have a dollar, and now this dollar buys, as time goes by, buys less and less stuff. For those of you that are older, $100 doesn't buy what it used to, right? Because the U.S. dollar is inflationary. Cryptocurrencies are kind of the opposite. They're deflationary. So it kind of drives me nuts as an economics major that these people, even some of the bigger developers in cryptocurrencies such as Vitalik, say, Ethereum has an inflationary rate of blah, 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 blah. Ethereum's price keeps going up in US dollar terms. What that means is Ethereum really is a deflationary currency. Okay, it's a money that's deflationary. And some of the Ethereum developers will argue with you that Ethereum is not money. Like Vlad Zamfir, who's one of the big Ethereum developers, he says that you cannot consider Ethereum or Bitcoin money because it is not a unit of account. What that means is people don't price services or objects in Ethereum or Bitcoin in the sense and keep it stable. You may get, you may charge in Bitcoin or Ethereum, but you don't price it in your head as Bitcoin or Ethereum. You say, okay, I'm going to charge you $100, but I'd like you to pay me in the equivalent in Bitcoin. Okay, that means Bitcoin and Ethereum is not a unit of account, and in that sense, Vlad Zamfir is right that that is one property of Bitcoin and Ethereum that it lacks that would qualify it as money. But money, is really a medium of exchange, right? Can I give you Bitcoins to pay you for something? Absolutely. Okay. Does Bitcoin and Ethereum hold value? Absolutely. Absolutely it does. We've seen that over and over again. That's why it's used in the dark net. That's why it's being used to purchase items over the net for multiple things. That's why people charge for their services in Bitcoin and Ethereum, because it's both a medium of exchange and a store of value, and it's more convenient than fiat money in many instances, like international payments, savings, okay? And let's not forget that there are certain currencies in the world, like the Venezuelan Bolivar, which Vlad Zamfir himself has admitted he considers it money, but has lost its unit of account because it is hyperinflationary at the moment. A year ago, the Venezuelan Bolivar was, and this is, estimates, this is just guessing, but Venezuelan Bolivar a year ago, 2 years ago, was around 800, 600 bolivars per dollar. Currently, it's around 1,500, 2,000 bolivars for a dollar on the black market rate. Okay, it's very hyperinflationary, and that's what's causing a lot of the economic chaos in Venezuela. And which is why a lot of people like the appeal of cryptocurrencies. Okay, so back to Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. Currently, Ethereum Classic is looking to put in a hard fork to implement monetary policy, to implement EKIP 1017. Okay, so that Ethereum Classic will have a hard cap, a hard limit, the estimate of which is 210, 211 million Ethereum Classic. This number was picked, it's somewhat arbitrary, but some of you will notice that it's 10 times more that of Bitcoin, and that was done on purpose. The reason for 210 million is because Ethereum started with 72 million. A lot of people in the community felt it would be unfair to set a hard cap lower than 210 million because it would give early adapters too much advantage in holding and in acquiring tokens at a cheaper rate. Okay, if you set it at 100 million, and we're already, if you look at ETC stats, let's see, it's around 90 million, 92 million, right? If you set it at 100 million and we're already at 92 million, that's somewhat unfair. That's somewhat unfair. And let's see here. So the plan is every 5 million blocks. Okay, every 5 million blocks starting December 12th, 2017, when we hit the first 5 million, Ethereum Classic is going to have a tithing, a 20% decrease in the block reward. And so basically, instead of 5 blocks per Ethereum Classic, instead of 5 Ethereum Classic per block, okay, you're going to have 4 Ethereum Classic per block for blocks 5 million to 10 million. Okay, and I think this is a great strategy, and I think it's going to be, what's going to be the difference, what's going to make Ethereum Classic much more valuable in the long run. Okay, so for example, by September 9th, 2022, okay, you're going to have 139 Ethereum Classic, thereabouts. Whereas currently, with Ethereum, you would have 150 million Ethereum. So you're going to have, already by 2022, 11 more Ethereum. Okay, by 2036, okay, you're going to have 308 million Ethereum. Okay, by 2036, we're going to have still 192 million. Okay, so that's a big difference. Right? Let's see here, just to make sure I have it correct. Yeah, for 2036, you're going to have around 308 million Ethereum. For 2036, you're going to have 192 million. That's a difference of 100 million Ethereum or Ethereum Classic. Ethereum's already is going to pass the hard cap in, that's in Ethereum Classic by 2029. Shortly thereafter, 2027. So, the first couple years, the monetary policy is not too different between Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. But this is gonna change it a lot. And it's what's gonna make Ethereum Classic, in my opinion, much more valuable. And if you look into Ethereum right now, the Ethereum developers aren't really talking too much about the details of coin issuance / monetary policy in Ethereum. You'll just hear vague statements that once they switch to proof of stake, once they switch to Casper, it's going to be a lot lower. Inflation's going to be a lot lower. There might even be, Vitalik even said at one point it might not go over 100 million. Well, give us some numbers. Right now there's just uncertainty. And if you cap it around 100 million, that's just extremely unfair. So there's already 92 million Ethereum out there, and now you're only going to leave 8 million out there for people to get. And so you just let all these early investors get all the Ethereum cheaply. So, yes. So I think Ethereum Classic set up a more fair monetary policy. It gives people a chance to get in if they haven't already. It sets up a hard supply. But right now, as it is, Ethereum has no hard cap. So we'll see. It all depends what happens with the move to proof of stake and what their supply rates will be in the future. But with the current attitudes that some of the Ethereum developers have, I'm not too hopeful that they're going to slow down the coin issuance or monetary policy in Ethereum. You know, that's to be seen, because right now in Ethereum you had the community vote on, they did a carbon vote for the Ethereum investment proposal 186, and the community overwhelmingly voted to slow down coin issuance in Ethereum. And you know, the response by the Ethereum Foundation developers was, that's controversial. We don't want to do that. We don't want to touch that. We're going to be implementing Metropolis pretty soon. We're going to be introducing proof of stake in the future, in the near future. That's not going to be a problem. You know, we have the bomb, you know, the difficulty bomb to take care of. You know, which Ethereum still has to take care of, by the way. Ethereum Classic took care of that already with their hard fork. So in a couple senses, I think Ethereum Classic has done a couple things even before Ethereum has. We're not just a copy-paste coin. We've done a hard fork. We've frozen the difficulty bomb. We did this before Ethereum did. So just to show you that Ethereum Classic development is chugging along forward, and that the monetary policy is a big priority for us, and you know, we believe in that, and that this was an overwhelming demand by the Ethereum Classic community, and both development teams, IOHK and you know, the ETC dev team, were behind it. You know, and a big shout out goes to Snaproll, who, the user Snaproll, who came up with eKIP 1017, did all the hard work for it, and he is also the strategic advisor for the ETC dev team. And let me find his name real quick for those of you that are interested. Okay. And so currently, you know, just to recap, monetary policy is in the testing phase right now with the ETC dev team. You know, for the summer, it looks like it's going to try to be implemented with a hard fork, and by 12/12/2017 we should, that's the estimated date, to reach block 5 million. We're currently at block 3.6 mil, 3,670,000, you know, 3 mil, you know, and so we got a couple blocks to go. We got like around 1.4 million blocks to go, you know, but that's going to be done every, you know, 5 million blocks is every 2.5 years roughly, every 2.38 years. So we're going to see a tithing, a 20% decrease in block reward in Ethereum Classic every 2.38 years. Whereas in Ethereum, right now, there's no tithing, there's no block decrease, and currently, monetary policy coin issuance for Ethereum is, who knows what it's going to be. You know, so that's big, and I don't think the Ethereum developers have been listening to their community in that sense. You know, and I don't think it's right for them to justify using a carbon vote for the DAO hard fork, but then they ignore a carbon vote for monetary policy / coin issuance. Because a lot of Ethereum users are under the assumption that they are going to implement EIP 186, and I don't see that anywhere in the priority list for Ethereum. So just to contrast Ethereum and Ethereum Classic here, and just trying to give you, you know, the most straight information on that. So that's your weekly update for today. The video was a little bit longer than I wanted. We tried to keep it to 10 minutes, but we doubled it. There was a lot to talk about with regards to monetary policy, apparently. For those of you that want more information, we're going to post some links with the video. You know, an Excel spreadsheet on the monetary policy analysis, as well as a PDF presentation that you can check below the video, okay, in the links. And we're going to put that there for you. And so I want to thank you very much for following. Okay, please follow on Twitter at eth_classic. Okay, thank you for everyone for watching the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you, you know, be a part of Ethereum Classic. There's a lot of development coming forward. We'll have future videos on that when they come along. And, you know, just be safe out there. You trade at your own risks. Do your own research. You know, there's a lot of scams out there, and there's a lot of bad investments. Okay, so let's be careful out there. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.